Well, here we are, another week. I stayed busy this week. BJ stayed busy this week. Dad even stayed busy this week, but they were busy on non-race car related projects. I've been working on trying to trim some stuff out. Now, I don't really do trim, so this is a learning experience for me, learning to trim stuff. And, you know, I don't think I'm doing too bad. This is one of the doors that go in the ramp overs. But obviously you've seen what Dad was really working on a lot this week. He was in there getting everything ready for that RO system. So that ought to be really nice to have. What I've been busy on is, oh, I forgot the keys. I need to get the keys. Getting the day going, you know. Forget things this early. But I have been working on the trailer, trying to get all that stuff done with the ramp over. So like I said, I've been trimming it out. Get a lot, give you a show of it. I'll show you the other thing we've been busy on this week too while I'm out here. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I've been working on, getting this trim right here all laid. I got this door done. That's down in there. I can't finish trimming this. We got to go up to CCR and snag up our white aluminum. I ain't made it up there in a couple weeks. So we got some stuff up there. I got these D-rings put in back here. That's to strap the car down with. Got one of the strips done on this side. Made a little boo-boo here we got to fix with some glue and stuff like that, but nonetheless that's coming along. Kind of got my process figured out on stuff and how to do things, so the rest of it should go pretty quickly, hopefully. What's on tap for, oh well, I guess I'll show you the other project for the week. So we got the forklift out back that just takes up valuable storage space back there, because anybody that's ever ran a forklift knows you can't just take them off concrete, at least ones that aren't designed to go off concrete. So we had to find some way to get that thing out of the shop and into our storage building. This was back here, was all grass, and Dad got a nice pad poured to come off the back shop door back here and run over here right into our building for a storage location for it. So now that's poured out, got poured on Tuesday, kind of letting it cure a little bit, but everything came out real good. Yeah, that was the other project we've all been busy on. So it was a busy week between getting everything ready for that pad to be poured and getting everything ready for Aquatech to come out and put in that RO system and everything else going on. They didn't get a lot of race car work done, and you know, we all work during the week, so everybody's just getting a couple hours every night, nothing big. But here we are, it's sunny, it's Saturday. We're gonna get after it this weekend, see if we can get these ramp overs pretty close to done this weekend. And BJ made a little bit of headway in here. He got started on the pit car frame and shortened up some axles and stuff to get the width we needed and whatnot like that, and he's working on that. There's this baseline. This is just the basic main part of the frame, and then he shortened that axle up. I want to say it was like 12.5 inches he took out of it and put it back together. Basically because we can't be that wide with the room that we have. You know, we had to shorten it up to make everything proportional and do what we want to do with our application. So I'm gonna get after it, get on some trim, and then I gotta finish trimming them all out once I get the sides on. Did a quick cleanup in here, got all the trash picked up. Pretty much yesterday I spent the day wiring and doing all that. We got these cool little lights right here, so these will be right in the side like that, and they're a white LED and a blue LED that runs with our top LEDs in here. And then I had to get the hot and the ground wire ran for the winch. It's kind of sitting in there. I gotta finishing some tidying up stuff, but I need to get my panel on there so I can hold some stuff. But that wire drops down on the floor, runs through holes in the frame rail all the way up to the front where the battery is up here for the rest of the trailer, 12 volt setups. So that's pretty much what I spent my day doing yesterday. Today we had to run up. I had to get some stuff from Chris at CCR, and now I'm getting ready to cut my aluminum for the sides to get it all filled in and everything like that. Dad's been starting to work on the motor today. He's got the block all taped up and it's out back getting painted right now. It's a windy but warm day here in Ohio. First day we've been able to have the shop doors open. What you got going on back here, bud?
All the things.
All the things?
All the things.
Huh.
Well, we're on to the next fabrication project. And this, not unlike the first one, requires, I mean, you're building it from scratch. You got an idea in your head, you know, but you've never seen one up close. You're looking at some pictures online and you're just kind of going with what you think it needs to be. And so we started the pit cart. First order of business was I had to narrow the front axle that we got. So if you remember a while back, we got a front axle off of a golf cart. And once we kind of started laying some things out, got the tires on, we realized like we were just entirely too wide for what we needed to do. We only got so much space in the trailer, you know, so we can't make this thing the size of a one-car garage. So we had to narrow the axle. I think I took like 12 inches out of the center of the front axle. Slammed that all back together, welded it all back up, got that done. So then I started building just the box that I needed to put the toolbox on and then go from there, you know. And so it's been some trial and error. When we first got it all tacked up, we had too much, because the golf cart front axle's already got some caster and camber built into it, you know, so it's off of a golf cart, so the spindles work just like a race car or a street car. When we got it all tagged together, we realized we had too much in it. The problem with that was when you turn the tires, just like with anything that's got caster in it, it wants to lift the frame up on each side that you turn it to. So we had to take some of that out of it, because we didn't want to doing that. So I had to remodify kind of what I had already welded back together and get that axle to roll up inside of my bracketry. So we got that done yesterday, got that put in there. Still haven't figured out exactly how we're going to steer the thing yet, but we'll get there. And then last night I realized that, well, my toolbox is 42 inches long and I made my box here 42 inches to the outside, so I was too short. So that sucked because I basically had to add on an extension piece back here so that way my box can sit inside of where the axles are mounted. So I got that fabbed up this morning. Dad turned up some axles. Let's see here.
Right there on the drawer.
Yeah, I got it. Dad turned us up some axles yesterday. We basically just copied the front axles and we got the same hubs that are going on that. So we turned these up yesterday, got them all done. So now I can basically build the back section. That's what I'm working on now, is building the back mounts that are going to come out, hold the axles where they need to be, to make it all the same as the front. It's a little bit challenging because the front axles are on a spindle, so it's not like I can just measure to a given point. I got to do some math and figuring to get my rear axle pins in the same location as my front axle pins, so that way this thing's not sitting like the California lean. We don't want that. We don't want Cali lean. No Cali lean. So we're rolling along. Like I said, you know, when you're building something from scratch and you just have an idea in your head, it's not like I'm building off a blueprint, you know, so I don't know, I got to cut this to this and that to that. I'm doing it all as I go. And you're bound to make some mistakes along the way. So it's rolling along. Once I get this back axle stuff figured out, I'm hoping the rest of it will go pretty smooth. I mean, basically from once you get how it's going to roll and how it's going to turn figured out and the base of it done, everything from there is just, you're just building a box is all you're doing. So it's just a matter of building up and building a couple of cabinets and things like that, and then figuring out how I'm going to mount that toolbox to the base of it, and we'll be pretty good. And then we can start finishing out. We got some aluminum coming to get that finished. So just a work in progress. I mean, it's like Brandon said, it's a beautiful day finally. I'm getting more and more excited to go racing. You know, when the weather starts turning nice and all my friends are racing, I start to get a little bit disappointed that we're not racing too. So
yeah,
we'll
shout out to old Zach Milby.
Yeah, shout out to Zach Milby. Steel Block started off at Atomic last night, and I told him before the night started, I said, I think you got this one sewed up, buddy. And he's always humble. And so he ended up going down there, and I think he was fastest in hot laps. I think he qualified first or second fastest in his heat. Started like third in the heat. I don't know if he won that or not, but I do know he won the feature. So hell of a job down there on a new car for him. Looking forward to getting out there and mixing up with him a couple times this year. We got a lot of plans to run the Valvoline Ironman series, so I don't know how many steel block races we're going to get to, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, just staying after it. It's that time of year where you basically sleep and then work and then live here.
Yeah.
So yep.
Go out here, I'll show you what Dad's working on right now. He had the salt taped up and everything. Looks like he's taking it off right now. Oh, this was the other new thing that happened this week. Got some concrete up to the shop from our lean-to over here. That's going to be some storage now. And Dad's got the block taped up and painted and getting ready to get some parts put in her. Hopefully that'll be done sooner than later. And that's about the only thing we're waiting on left to be done for the car. And then I could smash shocks and springs and get it ready to like run. Yeah, that's what's happening. So we'll go ahead and get back to it. We're gonna cut some aluminum and put some sides on these babies. Alrighty, well, it's been a busy couple days here. I've been after it. Decided to be winter again in Ohio today. Oh, got a little something on the screen there. Anyway, decided it wanted to be winter again here in Ohio today. So I'm currently in the shop working on a race car itself. 'Cause I don't feel like being cold, but I want to get you guys a shot of all the progress that's happened this week. First off, I got the ramp overs done. There's a few things on them that first time figuring out what I was doing, and I'd fix it if I did it again. But overall, they're pretty good. All trimmed out, white aluminum up. I think they look pretty good. I got one piece of trim left to make, just right here, and then that'll be finished. It's all ready to rock and roll as far as that goes. Yeah, so I don't know, I think they look pretty good myself. Oh yeah, I'll show you the so if we turn the LEDs out, we put little lights down here, which they're not like stupid bright, but once you get a car up over top of it, it'll definitely shine some light down underneath of it. And then if we want to change the mood or something, we can flip them, change them to blue or red, or I think the other one's green. Yep, green. You know, so yeah, they came out pretty good. Storage compartments obviously underneath here. These are your storage doors. It's all storage down there. Right there's your winch. That one's full storage all the way from there where it turns down to up front. So yeah, so that's what I did this week. Just happy those are finally done. Real close to almost. I got one more thing to truly do. We gotta lay our coin floor up there in the neck, and then the hard work in the trailer is done for the moment. I am gonna build a smasher cabinet for our spring smasher, but that probably won't be happening until you know, we get into the race season and everything calms down here, because we're trying to race real soon. That's what's going on in the trailer. Take again here and show you what's going on in the shop. Not real happy about the fact that the grass is green and growing and it's 47 degrees a day here in Northwest Ohio. But yet again, we live in Northwest Ohio, so sometimes you gotta deal with that stuff. I'm currently working on the race car, so I went ahead, went through, I buttoned up some things I had to finish buttoning up, check my front end alignments and stuff like that, and now I'm gonna get this thing down on the ground, and I gotta get the hood finished up, get this buttoned up on the hood, and then I think we might try to load it in the trailer, pull some measurements on some stuff that we got, and check everything out. Dad's over here putting pistons on rods and getting ready to get that thing hopefully going together. And BJ's back here still working on pit car frame. Got it all welded out. Back, I went and found all the stuff we needed to get the hubs on, the spindles, and ordered some seals from the old Napa. Right now we're getting ready to build our mount fixtures on there to mount our box to our cart, and then finish building out, tear it all down, paint it, and get it wrapped, and all the doors made, and shelving, and all the other BS that's going to be in here. So progress is moving along one day at a time. Feels like a inch at a time, and we need to make a foot at a time. So, but it is what it is. We'll be ready to race when we're ready to race, I suppose. So y'all have a good one, and see you soon.